today this is the next room I'm going to show, and this one is pretty large, and the curtains are really lovely, as you can see, and they came with the house. And the fun fact on these curtains is they're actually antique lace, so it's not something you can really buy from the store. And it's way back here, and then right here a double layer of them, and then a valance here with also a double layer. And now I have the chandeliers on, and this chandelier came with the house when I purchased it because it was a pre-owned home that someone made. And in the back there's 2 lights as well, candle lights, stick lights in the windows. And I have a petite point stitching here that's in this frame that's beautiful in person, and I got that from Minnie My Eye on Etsy. And then another lovely framed print here of a little girl. It's not hand painted, but it's a really nice print. And the wallpaper in here is really nice. Unfortunately, there's a little damage on this side, and that was my own fault because when I was hanging this nice mirror, I had some issues, but I'm not sure how to fix that yet. But I do love the mirror. Some of the glue dripped down onto the wallpaper and ripped it, so that's a shame, but otherwise the wallpaper is really nice, and it has a border. And I like this room too because there's a little space in the back that's kind of separated from the front area of the bedroom. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in that back area first, and this is a gorgeous armoire dressing wardrobe that I had gotten on Storybook Miniatures, and I really want to show you the details in this. As you can see, a cape here, and then there's a mirror and a beautiful hanger and hook, and then another gown in here that's white, and a crocheted looking very beautiful cape that has a brooch on it. And look at those shoes. And then there's a box here with ribbons and a key. So sweet. Gloves with jewelry, perfumes. And then up here is a hat with more perfumes and a comb for the hair, a hair comb. And then over here, an undergarment that was from the Victorian era. Another beautiful hanger that's crocheted. So this piece has a lot going on, and I will be putting that in the back room. And this is where I'm going to put it, tucked in here, right there. In my video yesterday, I showed this settee couch, and I am actually going to put this in this bedroom instead of the other bedroom I decided, because it's going to be where she dresses, of the lady of the house dresses. And I'm going to tuck it back in here and just kind of have it at an angle. And this is where she would sit when she puts her shoes on and everything. This came from an estate sale on eBay, and the roses here and the hand painting of the ships and all the flowers and details. It is hand signed. And this house was made from a lady that lived in New Jersey, And she put this window in that wasn't a part of the kit. So I appreciate that, because otherwise it would just be a solid wall here. And it just makes it more airy in here, having the window. And this is where I'm going to put the desk. And I think it looks perfect right there. And then I had this gorgeous bed that came from the same place that had the other petite point that I showed you that was framed. And this one is also petite point, and it's the headboard and the footboard. And I love the frame of this with the wood and the headboard too. And the back's like a velvet, but you don't see that where I put it. It's a silky looking bedspread that doesn't look perfectly done, which I like because it looks more natural this way. And even 2 pillows that go with everything, and all these other toss pillows I put on here. And I put that in the corner here where I have it at an angle. And then I decided to take a couple of the pillows and put it on the settee over here, just to spread the pillows out a little bit more so they're not in all one area. And because there was ships on the table, I decided to get a ship to put on the table. And it's really not on the table because I wanted to cover up the painting. It can be perched on the edge of the window, so that makes it perfect. And the same shop, Minnie My Eye, I had purchased this beautiful grandfather clock. And this was from her personal Dollhouse collection. She has sold off all her items in her Dollhouse collection, but she still might have some in her shop, but most of them are gone, I think. And I did get this one, and the petite point is from her, but this she probably purchased from someone else. And it doesn't say anything about it on the bottom either, so I really don't know the brand on this. I think it's really beautiful though. And the clock looks real. It's not paper. It has glass in the front with the little hands, and it's all gold plated. And I have it sitting right here. I think it looks perfect in that spot. I have the sweet table here. This is a Boss brand. You can see the tag here. BESPAQ. It's a higher end brand. And on it, I have this doily. And the doily came from my childhood. So when I had a dollhouse when I was a little girl, my mom would buy me things for it, and for Christmas and presents. And one of the things that I did get was this sweet doily. So I have no idea where she got it. And it probably was from 1970, maybe 5 or 6. And it's very meaningful to me because of the memory. And then Minnie My Eye, she creates these little floral arrangements in her shop. So she may have some more of those in her shop still. And this one, I just think it's gorgeous with the hydrangeas and roses and foliage. And it goes perfect in that room because of the colors. So I have that right by her bed. And then over here, I wanted to say as well that I put a stack of books. I forgot to add those there. And then in the room, I have this, and this is a washstand. So I do have a picture and bowl here. And then I have a little golden cherub with soap on it. It's all metal. I'll put that here. And then a little washcloth. In the bottom part, I wanted to put something, so I have this, and it's feathered on one side, but you put it like this so it looks like it would be a mirror. And I would just place that in the bottom right there. And I place that here underneath the mirror. And then I have this really sweet looking bassinet with lace. It's just like hand sewn beads on it and lace. And there's 3 layers of lace, and then there's some toile here. And it's all trimmed out in lace. And then there's a bow with a ribbon, and it is all hand stitched and beaded. And then there's a little bow at the very top of it too. I have to take the baby out so you can see the lining. So there's toile again with a pillow, and then there's a bow with a little pearl sewn in the middle of the bow with lace, and so much detail. Even it's trimmed with velvet and velvet trimming, a really soft powdery pink and darker pink color. I mean, there's so much detail, and I'm so lucky I found this. And this is another Etsy seller, and she also is a viewer of my channel, so I will put in the description her shop, and her name is Holly. And I didn't even know I had one of her items until she reached out to me and let me know. And I couldn't believe it, is a viewer too, so that was extra special. And then I have this sweet baby that I did get on eBay, and I'm real picky about my dolls, and this face is so sweet, and it's the perfect size for this little bassinet. It even has hair, it's not painted on, with a little cap that looks like a christening cap, and this looks like the christening gown that my daughters wore when they were baptized. I just kind of fold it up to look like a blanket though when I put it in the bassinet here, and have her peeking out a little bit. So sweet. And then I'll show you where I'm going to put this, but I also want you to see the mom doll that's all in her Victorian fairy tale outfit. I mean, look at those shoes, very Edwardian, and a gown, her hair, and Lorelei Blue, an Etsy seller of dolls and furniture. I'll put her in the link in the description, and she has made a lot of my dolls, including the doll I showed yesterday, which is this one. And their bedrooms are next to each other. So that's where I'm going to put the baby, little girl, right by her mommy. And there's another little child that I'll be showing in a future video very soon, because she has her own little bedroom too. I'll just show you what she looks like, but she's also really sweet. But she's not going to be in this room, so these are the only 2 I'm going to have in here right now. So there's the whole room all the way done.